The epitome of perfection can be described as the University of Notre Dame. Well, sometimes you may fail your Calculus 3 exam or turn in your paper at 12:03 a.m. But compared to the outside world, it's perfect. It can be seen from the perfect sea of green, freshly cut grass in South Quad to how there's at least 10 different cereals to eat at the dining halls. Notre Dame contrasts so heavily with home life. I find it hard to adjust to this crystal of a bubble. It contrasts so heavily with home life to the point where I almost feel as if I don't belong. But don't get me wrong. I love my home life. But I don't come from the wealthy, great Catholic family structure that can seem as the overall narrative of Notre Dame. My mother has to work almost 60 hours a week as a nurse, along with taking classes. And my father was deported almost 6 months ago. It was actually my father's dream for me to attend this university. As a child of immigrants, my parents instilled in me how important education is to making something of your life. I want to make them proud, but I just don't think they'll understand this new world. As I mature here, I feel as if I'm drifting further away from my family dynamic, and I don't know who I am. I can't really go home because everything's not quite right since my father was taken. I'm haunted by the memories of the morning I was awoken by my mother telling me there were police officers at our front door and she didn't know what to do. My mother telling me, a 16-year-old, that she didn't know what to do was truly the most frightening moment of my life. I didn't know what to think or what to feel at the time, so I climbed. No, I jumped out of bed, quickly raced down the front stairs, and was confronted by an image that will never be erased from my head. At least 4 officers were crammed into our small living room. Now I look back and sometimes laugh because it seems like a dream. A terrible, awful dream that I cannot stop no matter how hard I scream in my dreams, which later turn into nightmares. Later, my mother was told by family friends that the officers surrounded our little house from corner to corner. So there was truly no escape. As I watched the officers talk, all I could see were their lips moving and words coming out. But I couldn't understand the words they said because they simply did not compute. Sitting in my living room, watching my father being handcuffed and giving my siblings and I a half-hearted smile as he was taken away is a memory I will forever have etched into my heart. But it does not destroy my heart as much as knowing that he was sitting in the detention cell for almost 2 years, as if his crime to have a better future for his family than the one he knew himself was a true danger to the citizens of the U.S. His own U.S. citizen children And there was no clear path to coming back home to his 4 children and loving wife. And I don't expect any of you to know what that feels like. To have your entire world ripped out from underneath you. To have a car crash into you at neck-breaking speed from out of nowhere. But to still have everything going in slow motion. As you watch the pieces move all around you, you wonder how you didn't see the car coming. Or how you could have somehow, some way slowed things down and changed your life so that maybe the pieces wouldn't have fallen this way. But they continued to fall as I tried to collect my life. I couldn't even breathe a word to any of my friends about it because of the fear my mother had of someone exposing the rest of our family. But then again, who could I trust? With none of my friends truly grasping the idea of immigration, laughing at the thought of the ICE coming to other students' doors in the middle of the night. As I slowly swallow back tears, as I try to keep a straight face. But now, I have arrived at the ideal of a truly perfect institution. And I still wonder if I still have the same home to go to, or if my home will truly ever be secure. But everything here, from my friends with their 32 ACT, 1,500 SAT scores, confidently raising their hands to ask questions during math lectures, to the companies their parents own, to the trips they take to the Bahamas each year, is perfect. But I know, no matter how hard I try, I truly will never fit in. But don't get me wrong. I am so grateful for the opportunity. But I can't shake the feeling that this perfect world I have woken up in is a dream. And very soon, I will one day wake up and go back to reliving the nightmare of the night my father was taken. And I felt so hopeless.